Brian Lynn here with KGIS. So just want to take a brief minute and show you how to use the LoadLayerFiles tool inside of ArcMap. So if you just, let's go to Customize and look under Arc or Add-in Manager. And what you'll see here is a list of add-ins that you will be able to access inside of ArcMap. Now this list is going to be different for each user. Some users have privileges to some add-ins that others don't. So if the list doesn't look exactly like this, don't worry about it too much. The biggest thing you want to see is this KGIS load layers. So there's some core ones: load layers, owner card, set border info, KGIS locate tools. Those should all be in there by default for all users. So just go ahead and pick this load layer files. Click on Customize. Click on Commands. It's going to take a second or two for this list to load. Mine's been loaded a couple of times, so it comes up pretty quick. And if we scroll about halfway down, we'll see KGIS add-in controls. Pick this. So here's the load layer files into map. This is the tool we're interested in looking at. So just grab him and drag him up here and drop him on the toolbar somewhere. Now it can be on any toolbar, it doesn't matter. I typically keep all my KGIS tools on the KGIS locate toolbar. Just makes it simple. I know where they're at. But you can actually drop it on any of the toolbars. It does not matter. All right, so if we open the tool, you'll notice there's a KGIS directory here at the top. So this is basically a kind of like a Windows Explorer directory type of tree control. So expand out, here's production. We'll expand this out. Now you'll see a list of directories, and below that's a list of layer files. So we'll go down here and pick KGIS maps parcel plot. So what's going to happen is when ArcMap loads this layer file, it's going to load all the layers that we saved to this file, and they will be properly symbolized and ready for us to use. So if you think about when you see how many layers are in this particular layer file, you'll appreciate what's going on here. So if we expand streets and topography, we can expand out planimetrics. So you can see there's lots of layers in here. So if you had to go and resymbolize all of these things, it would take quite a while. So this is kind of the power of this. So it makes it real simple. We can just turn on planimetrics, and we'll turn on, let's just leave it at that. And we'll just go to locate tools. Let's go locate an address, Main Street 606. That's a good spot. We'll set a map scale to 200. And so there we are. So there's the map with the layers loaded up, already symbolized and ready to go. If we want to turn on topography, we can do that. And we'll add the topo real quick. So that's it in a nutshell. Now the one thing you can do in addition, we can have our own directory out there. So if we go to Edit Settings, we can go Add. So here I can key in BML, and I have a directory on my machine where I store all my layer files. So here it is. Say OK. Save this. Now when I go back, now I've got two different paths I can look in. And one of the things I typically do, we'll keep these base map caches out here. So you can actually save these out as layer files so that you can reattach them anytime that you need to. I typically would do this if I'm trying to design something for the website and I want to see how's it going to look on top of the different base maps. I'll pull one of these in real quick, and it just works as a layer inside of ArcMap. So it'll add it. And if I turn this one off, now it takes these a couple of seconds to come up, but you get the general idea here. So now I'm actually looking at the cached maps from the web, just like I was looking at them on the website. So this is actually another way that it's very quick to look at stuff. If you're just trying to get some basic information, you need a good backdrop to draw stuff on top of. That's another thing that can be pretty handy. All right, so that pretty much covers it. One last thing, if you want to create a layer file, it's pretty simple to create. You can just highlight the layer, right-click, save as a layer file. You'll need to give it a folder connection to write it out to. So I typically write mine into this directory here, the layer files, and we'll just call it property 2, and there you go. So that's basically how it works. If you got any questions, feel free to give us a call. We'll be glad to help you out. Thanks.